What lie have you told that suddenly became a truth? I will not drink today. When I was 7, I started telling people I knew how to play the bass. I guess I thought it would be cool and more believable than saying I could play guitar. Eventually it became something I was known for, but nobody ever questioned it or tested it. It was another 7 years before I finally picked up a bass and made my lie into the truth. When I was teaching in Southern California 20 years ago, my middle school students joked with me that I must be Mexican because I liked Mexican food and hot peppers so much. I would tell them, yeah, my mom's Mexican, and they would all laugh because I'm blonde and look just like my dad's Scottish side. Well, we did that ancestry DNA, and came to find out that my mother's birth father she was adopted as an infant was actually Mexican, so I was telling the truth the whole time. Sorry, I can't go tomorrow, I'm sick. Got sick the same night. Woke up late, so I called my boss from home to tell her I'm gonna be late because of an accident. A few moments later, the bus hit the rear end of van, but thankfully no one was harmed. In middle school there were these two teachers, male and female, that shared an office when I was in 5th grade. Everyone thought that they were a couple. But the guy had a wife and kids. He left my school at the end of the year. And then 2 years later we found out that he had gotten a divorce and was engaged to the person that he used to share an office with. I think they have at least 2 kids now, but probably more. A few years ago in the summer we were lying in the garage on a clear summer night. We were talking about the stars and planets and stuff. When the topic came to shooting stars, I pointed to the sky and said, "Shooting star in 3, 2, 1," and there it was. Right to the go, there was a giant shooting star right where I pointed. One girl believes till today that I can do this. Whenever Shah asks to do it again, I tell her that right now there are none. All my time estimates for fixing my company's computer problems are exaggerations, except for those instances when it actually does take that long. Middle school aged me, man, it'd be so cool and fun to have glasses. Me 2 years after that. Eye doctor is astounded at how bad my vision actually is. My glasses are like an inch thick. I told some people at my college that my nickname was Rockin' First Name. They put it in the registry and a bunch of staff started calling me that when I checked into events or whatever, and so soon everyone called me that. I gave myself a nickname and it stuck. I was on a night out with a friend and I wanted to go home early, so I lied and told him I was working at 12 p.m. the next day. Friend agreed. And due to it being the time of night there were no taxis, so we had to walk home. Lo and behold, after a 2-hour walk home, and 90 minutes of sleep, it's now 10 a.m. I get rudely awoken by my manager asking where I was and that I should have been in 2 hours ago. The master manipulator manipulated himself. I had lied to my parents about my math marks. I told them I got a 70 when I got a 65. Turns out, my math teacher had not given marks for a correct answer. They distributed the scores in a parent-teachers meet later on. I got a 70. Was running late to meet a friend and said my train was late instead of just admitting I procrastinated. My train was then 10 minutes late and I was even later. I started telling people they'd just hang out with me for my humor, charm, and good looks, and soon people told me that I was all 3 of those things. That felt pretty good as I worked on developing a sense of self-esteem that wasn't inherently negative. My sister, then 6, had a piece of gum and had hair, and I, then 10, told her and my parents that peanut butter could get it out. I just wanted to mess with her and have her put peanut butter in her hair. My parents believed me and it actually worked. In 5th grade, I didn't feel like running the mile in PE, so I told the teacher I felt sick. She knew I was full of it, but she let me go to the nurse anyway. I figured I'd just lie down for the period and get sent back to class. Nurse took my temperature and it read 102, so school policy stated I had to be sent home. Got the rest of the day off to lie in bed and watch Disney Channel. As a kid, I thought ninjas and karate were so awesome. I loved the Ninja Turtles. I loved karate movies like Karate Kid or Bloodsport. Anything with martial arts was the coolest thing. I used to lie to people that I had a gold belt in karate, which was so badass that it was better than black belt. You wouldn't have heard of it because you don't know karate. Then in my late teens, I started taking taekwondo and got a black belt. I love you. I will not be a loser. That I was happy and doing well. Last year was very difficult for me mentally and emotionally, and over the past couple of months I've been able to let go of the people and situations that hurt me. Now I'm waking up happy and excited to go to work for the first time in months.